In a world where magic has vanished, a tyrant known as the Sun King rules with fire and steel. The land of Talam, once bright and full of life, now lies in ruin. Its people broken, its heroes forgotten. But from the ashes, something stirs. Hi everyone, Shades here, and today I wanted to talk about my experience playing the game Absolum, a roguelike beat-them-up from the Temu, the studio behind Street of Rage 4 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Here, every fight, every fall, and every victory shapes your path through a kingdom desperate to reclaim its lost light. So without further ado, let us begin. In Absolum, combat is never just about hitting buttons, it's about reading the rhythm and anticipating the strike. The game blends classic side-scroll brawler with deep roguelike mechanics. You've got light attacks, heavy attacks, throws, the basic you'd expect in a beat-them-up. There's also dodge, parry, and a counter system to set up punish opportunities when your foe is vulnerable. Each character also unlocks Arcana, special magical ability with a variety of hues, and also ultimate abilities, an epic move for each character that can be used in clutch situations, or if you just want to look cool.
Oh, ça c'est cool encore, yes.
You can also use your surroundings, objects in the environment. You can throw weapons, smash obstacles, or even ride certain creatures into battle, adding flavor and variety to fights.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
The question is, why does it work? Well, to answer simply, the combat hits hard. Animations, freeze frames, and physics that gives you the sensation of every punch landing is what makes it work. There's also the roguelike system that turns one-off plays into long-term project. Each defeat is a lesson, each new upgrade a new opportunity. So yeah, a beat them up at heart with a touch of roguelike is what makes this game so great. But it's not all. Now I'm sure by now you've seen them, but I haven't introduced them properly, so let's talk about the heroes of this game. 4 broken warriors, each one drawn to the fight for reasons they barely understand, and each one carrying the weight of their own story. We have Galandra, the Blade Witch, who's your first champion. A master of necromantic swordplay, she channels the souls of the fallen through her weapon. Every slash feeds off the energy of death itself, letting her weave between elegance and brutality. Then there's Carl, the Iron Fist of the Forge, a dwarf warrior who mixes martial arts with raw firepower. His fists strike like hammers, and when enemies think they're safe at range, he answers with a blunderbuss blast that clears the room. As you progress, you'll unlock Cider, a nimble fighter born of machinery and instinct. She's fast, unpredictable, and built for aggressive combos, darting in and out of combat before enemies can react. Finally, there's Brome, the Frog Sage, a hybrid of sorcery and alchemy. His spells bend the rules of nature, launching waves of energy or transforming the ground itself into a trap. Each hero feels completely distinct, not just in abilities, but in rhythm. Switching between them is like learning a new instrument. Some runs demands Carl's raw power, other Galandra's precision, or Brome's cunning control of space. And when you fight alongside another player, these styles merge, turning chaos into choreography. Together they are Absolum's last light, bound not by destiny but by survival. My personal favorites are Galandra and Brome. And just so you know, here's some kind of combos you can do when you play with another player. Let's talk progression now. Between each battle, the game gives you more than just a moment to breathe. It gives you a chance to change everything.
Tidal wave.
Scattered across the world are glowing crystals known as ritual nodes. Breaking one grants you a ritual, a powerful, temporary blessing tied to an elemental force. Each ritual belongs to a specific family: fire, water, wind, thunder, bramble, necromancy. These aren't just stat boosts, they transform your combat style. A fire ritual might ignite your attacks, while a thunder one lets lightning leap from enemy to enemy. With necromancy, fallen foes rise to fight for you. Rituals last only for the current run. When you die, they fade. But the families you've discovered remain unlocked, letting you find stronger and more complex versions in future attempts. This makes every run unique, a new experiment in power, risk, and adaptation. Some players might chase synergy, chaining fire and wind for explosive crowd control. Others simply want their enemies to float in bubbles. The ritual system is absolum's beating heart, rewarding curiosity, mastery, and the courage to die for knowledge. I can't talk about this game without mentioning its soundtrack. Few games understand the power of music like this one. The heart of its soundtrack beats with the signature of Garrett Coker, the composer behind Ori and the Blind Forest, Ark Survival Evolved, and Halo Infinite. His works blends sweeping orchestration with emotional precision, giving Absolum its sense of beauty amidst brutality. But Coker isn't the only one that worked on this game. They invited a group of legendary composers to bring their own voices to the chaos. Some of them like, I don't know, Mick Gordon?
Yo, la musique!
That's right, known for his ferocious industrial soundtracks on Doom and Wolfenstein, he composed the Underking, a boss theme that replaces elegance with pure, controlled fury. Guitar grinds, percussion explodes, and it turns the battlefield into a concert of destruction. There's also Yuka Kitamura, whose haunting atmospheric work shaped Dark Souls 3, Sekiro Shadow Die Twice, and Elden Ring. She contributes in a track that breathes tension and melancholy. She did Morta Mima, the battle theme for the Silver Queen. Together, these artists created a sonic tapestry that mirrors the game's duality: chaos and beauty, life and death, rage and redemption. The result isn't just a soundtrack, it's a complete experience. At the end of the day, Absolum isn't just another roguelike, and it isn't just another beat 'em up. It's a game that merged two worlds that are rarely seen together: the weight and impact of classic brawlers, and the unpredictability and long-term mastery of roguelike progression. Every run tells a new story, every fight demands focus, every hero asks you to learn their rhythm. And the entire experience is elevated by a soundtrack that stands shoulder to shoulder with the very best in the industry. Garrett Coker's emotional touch, Mick Gordon's brutal energy, and Yuka Kitamura's dramatic flair. Absolum doesn't really reinvent the genre, but it combines the best parts of it. Whether you come for the combat, the characters, or the music, you'll find a game that respects your time and rewards your skill. Although I'd say the game isn't quite long, you can finish it pretty quickly, but it's still worth it in my case. I find that this game is a reminder that sometimes the best ideas comes from embracing what makes games great in the first place, and pushing them forward with style, passion, and heart. If you enjoy challenge, creativity, and a world that constantly pushes you to rise again, then Absolum is absolutely worth your time. Thanks for watching, I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!